I am licensed in the state of Florida, and I practice personal injury law in Florida. I work out of the Farah Farah office in Fort Myers, and our region is the Southwest Florida office, which extends from South Sarasota to Collier County. Southwest Florida is a great place because we're outdoorsy, so I like that a lot about this area. A lot of people are out and about, whether it's going on walks, running, fishing. My daughter and I go to the swimming pools a lot and frequent the parks a lot. There's just a lot to do down here. The role model in my life has been my mom. I know a lot of people would say, oh, it's somebody famous or, a famous judge, but it's been my mom. She comes from a family of 8 and she was raised on a farm. I'm from Wisconsin, so, we have that strong Wisconsin work ethic, and I get that not only just from the geographical region, but from my mom. She's always there for just not me, but my whole family. She's worked very hard. She did not go to college, but she was one of the top realtors in our city, and she built she built basically, I don't want to say like a fortune because we're not millionaires or anything, but she made a good life for us, along with my father, who is a contractor. So I'm just very proud of my mom. A successful attorney is someone who's dedicated to not only their work, but their client and achieving the best results for their clients. I feel that a person in general, not just attorneys, should always be truthful, honest, and ethical. And if you can stand by those things, you're going to be successful. I previously worked in the claims industry for a pretty big insurance company, and it was kind of my next move. I took a lot of insurance courses and just wanted to continue to learn. So I applied to Nova Southeastern University in Fort Lauderdale. At the time I was living on the other coast of Florida, and I worked full time, drove 45 minutes to law school, went to class for I think it was 4 hours a night, drove home 45 minutes, and then repeated 5 days a week. Again, it was a natural progression because I was working auto insurance claims as a bodily injury liability adjuster, and also at that time we handled property damage liability. So becoming a personal injury attorney is just the flip side of, of the coin, really. I think that I'm able to understand, kind of goes to the background of claim adjusting, but I'm able to understand that not all clients understand the claim process. So, I'm patient and get them through the process. I listen to what they have to say. Instead of just saying, aha, I'm pretending to listen, I'm actually listening. And I pick up on cues. That's an important thing. I've had several cases where the person goes to the emergency room physician and makes complaints about having hit their head on something, but then there's no follow through. So if I'm talking to them and they say, yes, I hit my head, and then my next questions automatically are, okay, were there other symptoms? Did you vomit? Yes or no? Did you have headaches? Are you having memory loss? And picking up those cues to get somebody to the right doctor is important. Those could be closed head injuries or traumatic brain injuries. So I believe that that's one of the good things that I do is that I'm a good listener, and we adjust the case as we go along. I'm originally from Wisconsin, so I have that Midwest work ethic that everybody claims, which just basically means that we're hardworking and dedicated individuals. And my work style is to basically be able to prioritize tasks, and it's time management a lot of the time as well. Farah Farah, even though it seems to be a mid-sized to larger law practice, it's actually family. I like that Chuck and Eddie are both heavily involved in the community in Jacksonville, and they're extending that out to the different branch offices or satellite offices as well. They are very involved in a company called Rethread, and also the veterans. They do a bicycle helmet giveaway, They're obviously dedicated to the Jacksonville Jaguars, but they give back to their community. And they're just not those guys who opened up a firm and said, we're the big guys in town. They're saying, we give back. I tell new clients to be honest about not only how the accident happened, but also about their injuries so that they can get the best treatment for their injuries. And also because they're going to tell their story over and over, and eventually people who are not telling the truth get caught. So honesty, just like we've been taught from little on, is always the best policy. I'm committed to providing my clients with sharing my knowledge basically with them of the claim process and finding all available coverages. When you're involved in an auto accident in particular, you're just not injured from the accident. You also have resulting property damage. Most people think, oh, the car. Well, there's more to that. You could have your sunglasses fall off and get damaged. You could have your cell phone break. You could lose those items. There's many different categories of property damage that other attorneys may not think about and help you with. So I'm committed and dedicated to reviewing the coverage, being thorough, and asking those questions. What part of your body hit the interior of the vehicle to understand their injuries? I think the most common problem is not understanding the legal process. So they need somebody to explain that to them up front so that they know what they're in for. There's different phases of the case. You have your pre-suit or your before you file a lawsuit part of the case, and that changes over to litigation if you're not able to settle the case in pre-litigation. And there's differences between the two. So being able to be upfront with the client and tell them what they're in for before they agree to it, I think is very important. I would have to go back to the be honest about how the accident happened and what your injuries are, especially how you got injured and what your injuries are, because if you have priors and you don't disclose that, once you're caught telling something untruthful, their other side, the insurance companies are going to say, look, you lied about that. What else are you lying about? And that just looks bad. It also gets you the right treatment with your providers. So that's the main thing that I would like my clients to do. In my free time, I have a young daughter, so I like to play with her. Sometimes I play too many Barbies, but that's all part of being a mom. We go swimming. She's an excellent swimmer, so we go swimming a lot, into the parks. We do a lot of art. She's a great artist. Basically, most of my free time is all her because she deserves that time. I cheer for the Green Bay Packers. I'm from Wisconsin, so they're my team. I've been watching them with my dad since I've been about 10 years old. And so that's something else that I'd like to do in my free time. He's a snowbird, so any chance that we get to watch a game, especially since they don't all air down here, then we watch the games together. I have two favorite quotes. They're maybe considered similar, and one might not even be a direct quote, but a summary of some lines from a book. The first one is, when you feel the weight of the world on your shoulders, just shrug. And then the other one, I just remember a knitted sign at my grandmother, who we called Nanny, her house, that said, don't forget to stop to smell the roses. So both of them mean to, when you're feeling the stress of everything, sometimes the most simple solution is to just shrug and relax and, let things go for a while.